Good day guys, today I want to talk to you about Rivengard and whether or not it is worth getting into. I'll be going through my pros and cons, and hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a clear vision if Rivengard is for you. Remember to like and subscribe, and also check out my Twitch. I stream Wednesday, Friday and Sundays. Ooh. If you do decide on playing Rivengard, be sure to use my refer a friend code. Core 86 soy. Now, if you use my code, you're gonna get 100 smackaroos, or gems as we call them, and I'm gonna get another 100. It's a mutual beneficial relationship. It's just amazing, man. Come on, do it. Use my code. Come on. Also like and subscribe. Come on. Do it. Do it. Yeah. Just Now, for reference, I have played Rivengard for about 2 weeks, and so far I have completed the campaign. I'm working on 3-starring everything and working on completing the elite campaign. I'm still playing to this day, and I still think it is heaps of fun. So let's get into it and start talking about the positives I have about the game. The first thing being the game mechanics.
Man, this shit is awesome!
When I started, I immediately just got hooked. I really do love turn-based strategy combat games, and especially one that is like this. It takes me kind of back to me playing Heroes of Might and Magic. Now, I know Heroes of Might and Magic is a PC game and offers a lot more complexity in terms of town building and just discovering and playing the map, but what I think it captures quite well is the combat section of it. I'm really enjoying the combat. It's complex enough to have fun and variety in it, but not too complex to actually be just confusing. I think if you enjoy turn-based strategy games like this, you will really like Rivengard. On that side, I think it's a 5 out of 5. It's really fun. Another thing that Rivengard does really well is its hero progression system.
Oh, very nice.
And now, I know that not everyone agrees with me on this because the system is kind of weird and complex. You have shards which you use to unlock heroes with, you have laurels which you use to upgrade their stars with, and then once they have enough stars, you use hero badges and shards to ascend them to a new rarity.
So I am Confucian. America, explain!
But that is actually what I like about it, because in normal hero collecting gacha games I've played, come mid to end game, you kind of just discard all the low rarity heroes. But in Rivengard, it is the opposite. High rarity heroes are still great, but the fact that you can take any hero and take them all the way to the highest rarity legendary is just such a good idea for longevity and adding more complexity into like roster and team building. Right on. I just think it's a smart way of having all your heroes designed to be something that people can use and enjoy. When I first started playing Rivengard, one of my guildmates found this exploit where you can go and fight one of the highest ranked players, and if you actually manage to hit one of his team members before his team demolish you, you would get a big chunk of experience. Now, as soon as he found that exploit, we started just abusing it, thinking that it's gonna get changed soon. And then it turns out that it's not an exploit, but it's actually a feature. I really like a gacha game that gives you things to do outside of stamina that increases your power level. I'm thinking back to Genshin Impact, which is like, there's lots of things you can do all the time without having to sink stamina or money into it, and that just makes me happy. Now, it's not the biggest deal being able to farm experience for free, but it's still a nice feature that makes me think that the game company is going in the right direction. Now, another thing I really like about Rivengard is its ticket system. Any other game mode than the campaign has their own individual tickets, and you earn them over time. Now, you cannot acquire more tickets in any means, by any means necessary. That means that you cannot buy them for gems, gold, or real money. There's no game pass that gives you more tickets or anything like that. It is only time. And what I really like about that is it really shortens the gap between the free to play and the pay to win player. Now, because you have PvP as an example where everyone gets the same amount of tries in PvP. I still understand that the pay to win player has an advantage because you can buy power as in any gacha game, but this is a really good step in order to actually make free to play accounts be able to compete. I have played other games that has PvP and a ticket system where you can buy tickets for real money, and it becomes impossible for a free to play player to even like get close to competing in it. So for me, that's really a breath of fresh air and a welcomed game mechanic to Rivengard. Okay, it is time to talk about the juicy part, the negative aspect of Rivengard. I have two major issues with the game. The first one being its gacha system. It's completely garbage.
It's just like
You spending your gems never feel like you spend them well because it's just so expensive. Your stamina refresh costs about 240 gems and you earn roughly 15 to 20 a day.
You what?
And it just feels so expensive and such a waste to do it. The last major thing you spend your gems on is hero summons. This is also one of the biggest one, of course, because it's so attractive. 10 hero summons, which guarantees an epic or a legendary hero, cost 3,000 gems, which is roughly $20 US. But the problem here is that it doesn't even necessarily give you a hero. I kind of talked about it before, where you have shards, you have laurels, you have upgrade badges. All of these things are kind of mixed into a giant pool. So when you do a 10 hero pool, you have a chance of getting all of these things. I would say roughly you unlock one hero. If you're lucky, you unlock two. So that means that eight out of these pools are upgrade material that you most likely can't use until way later in the game. Now, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be there, but I'm just saying that it is very expensive paying $20 for maybe one or two new heroes, and it's not even going to be good heroes at that point. It's just the gacha system needs to change. It needs to be way cheaper. It just feels terrible right now, and I would not recommend anyone throwing money at this game. The other major issue I have with Rivengard is its event system, and while I do like some parts of the events, there are others that are just ridiculous. The quests that was given at the event quickly turned into you have to use red faction heroes in order to complete them, and namely 3 or more. Now, red faction heroes only comes from the hero summon, or you can buy them. So quickly it turned into people who didn't spend a lot of money, or people who didn't get lucky on like summoning the correct heroes, couldn't get past the quests. I for once only have one red hero. I've done a bunch of hero summons and I still don't get more red heroes, so I can't complete the quest.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
Another thing that kind of is like a red flag is that when the event came out, people quickly found out that you could farm the lowest campaign modes, which doesn't really give anything, but they are cheaper in stamina. So you could get a lot of, not a lot, but you could get more event points farming these. It was kind of like a sacrifice. Would you either farm items for your heroes, or would you farm event points, right? They quickly fixed it so you could only do one fight a day on these campaign nodes, and it just I mean, why not just let people have this way? If they want to sacrifice their stamina for farming event points, I think it's just sad that they did this change, in my opinion. Now, I do like some parts of the event, but it just leaves like a bad taste in your mouth. When you're a completionist like me and you want to do all the quests, not being able to do them feels really negative. From the experience I have and the experience of people I'm playing with in my 2 guilds, we have 2, Nope 1 and Nope 2. It's kind of, once you reach the mid game, you kind of just log into the game, you spend your stamina over like 10 to 15 minutes and then you're done. You can do it like once in the morning, once in the evening, so that's like half an hour of gameplay, maybe 45 minutes if you try to drag it out, and that's just not enough for hungry nerds like myself. So I really hope that they will consider all the feedback they've gotten from the community. The one major issue I've seen everyone complain about is how expensive the stamina system is and the stamina refresh. So I really hope they will fix that. If they change the stamina refresh to you being able to do 2 daily, maybe even 3, I think the game has huge potential to actually skyrocket and have a big player base. One other thing I really feel like they need to add is live PvP. Right now PvP is not live, and that is always a bummer. It's not really fun fighting stupid AI. You want to fight real people, so there's actually some sort of skill going into annihilating them, right? Like you want that feeling. You want that feeling. You want that feeling of just destroying some plebs, right? Like that's you want to pull your mustache and just say
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of your women.
This is what all the games are about. In conclusion, I think Rivengard is a fun and interesting mobile game. I do implore you to actually try it yourself and see if it's a game for you. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. I truly appreciate it. Also, do you have any pros and cons in Rivengard that you think I missed? Tell me about them in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking and subscribing, of course, and just be sure to check out my Twitch. I am live Wednesday, Friday, and Sundays at 12 PST. Come and say hi. It's heaps of fun. Have a wonderful day.